So we talk a lot about which softwares and systems to use, but often we don't talk about like what they are and what you should use for what. Today we're going to go all into systems to use with your creative small business, different kinds, which ones work for you, and just some ideas and thoughts that I have around them. My name is Lauren. I am the owner of The Smarter Creative. I have videos that come out every week here on YouTube every Friday, so make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications. We go into Dubsado, Honeybook, Flowdesk, Notion, just these different systems that you use inside of your business, and I'm so glad you're here. So there are three main systems that every creative entrepreneur really should have. And the first one is going to be a project management system, also known as a PM tool. So project management is one of them. The next one is going to be an ESM, your email service management tool. So that is going to be your MailChimp, your Flowdesk, your ConvertKit, things like that. And then the third one is a CRM, a customer relationship management tool. And depending on, and that's like your Dubsado and your Honeybooks, your Keeps, your Zohos, like all those kinds of things. And depending on which ones you use, some of them will actually do more than just that one thing. There are so many different softwares out there, it's really hard to know which one you should use. A lot of the softwares that do multiple of these pillars are more expensive. And so a lot of small entrepreneurs tend to take bits of softwares that only do one of these things and piece them together. So for instance, my PM tool right now is Notion, my ESM is Flowdesk, and my CRM tool of choice is Dubsado. Now, Dubsado, my CRM, is good for one-to-one client communications. I'm not doing email marketing to these clients. These are people who have reached out via my website to inquire about working with me. This is a very good place just to keep all that information together in one place. And I know their contact information, I know how to follow up with them, all of my invoicing, my scheduling, just all the things, the quotes that I gave for them, what they ended up choosing or not choosing, and just all of our communications live inside of my CRM tool. Now, when it comes to the actual project work that gets done and communicating on a project by project level, it depends for me on the client and what we're doing together. Some of that truly is just done via email, and it is just me sharing like what next steps are. I do a lot of video calls because there's a lot of big picture information I need to communicate over, or I do some like Loom video embeds to make sure like my thought process is coming through. But I stay organized with what I'm doing with the different projects inside of Notion. Notion can be databases, it can be for your SOPs, but you don't have to use Notion. You could be using Basecamp, which is amazing for creative entrepreneurs. If I was doing web design or branding or graphic design, I would be using Basecamp. Interior design, Basecamp, because it's really easy to share large assets inside of it. I love it. I suggest you look into it. It's a little bit pricier than some of the other PM tools, the project management tools, but it's so great, and it's great for collaborating with your clients. There's also Asana and Trello. They're all wonderful. They're all great. It truly is between your PM tool and your CRM tool, whatever one that you jive with the most. I tried ClickUp for a while. I have some videos about ClickUp, but honestly, it was just a little too clunky. I didn't dig the colors on it, and I didn't like how it was laid out. And because of that, it was hard for me to like get excited about opening it up and checking it out. So that's why I ended up switching to Notion, because it's simpler for me. But for some people, Notion might be too basic. I might not have some of the pretty colors set up for them that they want. Now it can do that, but you have to build it out to do that for you. So truly the project management tool that you use is the one that you love using and that you use on a regular basis. Your PM tool, your project management tool, might even be like a pen and paper and like you're writing down your to-do list for the different projects. That's totally okay. The only time that comes into being an issue is when you need to communicate that project with your client and share a timeline, or if they have tasks that are due. And if you have a more cumbersome service that you're offering, just with a lot that you need client input from, your to-do list on your pad of paper might not really serve your client. They might do better actually coming into your system and seeing what it is that they need to have done. This can also like truly be inside of your CRM tool as well. It just might not be as interactive as some of the other project management tools. And then the third one is your ESM, and your email service marketing tool is just for you to be in front of a larger audience. This might be people who are not quite ready to work with you yet. This might be people who have downloaded a freebie from you, who have maybe purchased from you before and given you the okay to email them marketing material. But this is going to be a weekly or a monthly newsletter that you send out to keep your people who are interested in working with you, or just interested in like what you do. They might not even be interested in working with you directly, but they might just want to hear your voice, your perspective, what you're pulling out from the world and sharing with them. I do a weekly Working Smarter email, and I just share like a short tidbit of something that I've been processing that week, or something that I've learned that week, or just a small something. And then I always share 3 things from around the web, something to read or listen, someone to follow, and I always share my latest YouTube video. As soon as it goes out, my newsletter list is the first to know. So there's all kinds of people on that list, most of whom will probably never work with me, but they might value like what I see as value in this world. And it's just a nice way to share your opinions, share what you offer inside of a marketing newsletter. I am not a email newsletter guru by any means. There are so many people out there that are so much better than me, but I do love the tech side of it. I love making sure inside of your email service marketing tool that it is set up in a way that if somebody downloads a freebie from you, like one that's on your website or maybe just in your Instagram profile, maybe it's a free style guide for getting ready for your brand shoot. And it's like things to wear, things to think about, poses to be inspired by, even just a pose guide. I would download that, no problem. If you have that, let me know down below. But the pose guide, something that's just quick and easy to do, and then you share that wherever you share and talk to people, Instagram, YouTube, your blog, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Facebook, wherever it is, and you share your freebie, they sign up for it, and then you need to make sure that your freebie gets delivered to them. So that is an automatic email that has to get set up to go out to get their freebie. Once they get the freebie in their inbox, you typically want to have them go through a welcome sequence of some sort. So a few automated emails that go out over a specific period of time that shares just a little bit more about who you are, why you designed that freebie, what they can expect from you, and to be very clear, like, hey, I'm sending out a weekly newsletter after you go through after you get to know each other. If you want to unsubscribe at any time, please do so, because we're all about ethical business relationships. So we're not trying to be sleazy with anybody. We truly do want to serve people well. At least I know I do. And I would imagine if you're here on my channel, you also want to just serve people in a way that they appreciate and that they value. So those are the 3 systems that every creative entrepreneur should have set up. I have some links down below if you want to try out Flodesk or Dubsado or Honeybook. I have some affiliate links down below. Those are the 3 systems that every creative entrepreneur should have set up. I have some links down below if you want to try out Flowdesk or Dubsado or Honeybook. I have some affiliate links down below. You get to get a discount and I get a little bit for recommending them to you. They are all excellent. Honestly, any tool that you enjoy using and that makes sense to you in your brain is a tool worth having. There are so many people out there that are saying, and even I, because I am a Dubsado pro, certified specialist, whatever. I love Dubsado. I do not recommend Dubsado to all of my clients that I work with. Some of their business structures are just a little too complex. Maybe they have a bigger team. They're handling just different kinds of clients. And for whatever reason, Dubsado is not a perfect fit for them. And there is an alternative perfect fit. Or like Honeybook, well, so many creative small business owners love Honeybook because it's simply designed. There aren't a lot of over-the-top bells and whistles, and it really does think for you in many ways, where Dubsado, like, you really have to tell the system what you need it to do. It's not just going to automatically put people through a pipeline. You have to tell it how to do it. Personally, I like that. I like having everything custom set up for my business, for my client's business. It's also why I really like Notion. It can really be put together in any way that you need it to be. And I know like ClickUp does that too in a way, and you can have some fun with like Airtable tables and all the things. If you are new, if like the word CRM is like totally new to you and you're just like, what on earth is this? I have a freebie that I've linked down below. It has a list of just free templated CRM tools from around the web. A lot of them are using PM tools to manage your client's information. And that's like the base of what you want your CRM tool to do, right? Is you want your customers and your leads, their information to be in one place so you can track them, see how long you've been working with them, how often you work with them, whatever it is. You want to be able to track that information. Now, these down below don't have the ability to send invoices or emails through the program or scheduler links. But it is a great place to start just to keep all of your client information together. If you don't have any system at all and you're not ready to put money into your CRM tool, grab that freebie, find one that resonates with you. There's like 8 different ones down there, and put it together. There are so many other systems out there in this world, but those are the 3 main ones that I suggest for you. And if you have any suggestions or thoughts on different systems to use, systems that really serve your business, maybe they're ones I mentioned, maybe they're ones I did not mention, drop them down below. I'd love to hear from you, and I will see you guys next week.